Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, it is kind of a hot, stinky day today, and we're just trying to get some things done. Chris started by getting the compost put back together, and I think he's out leveling up those trusses now, so I'm going to go check that out. But before I do, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. That helps the channel an awful lot, and we sure appreciate the support. We're leaving this open so little Hazel doesn't feel so alone. Ruby used to poke her head out like she was trying to snoop and see what was going on when she was stuck in here. Yeah, now I can't. Today is Tuesday, so I think this might be day 6 or something like that. I've adjusted it by a day forward. Yeah. We'll see if you give me babies for my birthday. I had a baby for my birthday a long time ago. Yeah. So Chris got these boards all cut and put back on here. He's left a space in between so that the compost can breathe. And later he'll cut these parts off that are poking up and put a brace across the middle. So he cleaned out the chicken coop today because that was really in need of being done. We're just letting it air out before we put fresh bedding down. So what I did was I raked and cut all of the Alberta rose bushes from behind here because the chickens just love this area so much. And of course this was the area they were in over here because the compost was over this way. So I cut everything away there. They love this area when it's cool and shady, and put diatomaceous earth all through there for them. So it's all nice and ready for them to bathe in. That's their favorite spot. Chris put the last board on. It was funny, and Rusty and the inspector were still in there and they couldn't figure out how to get out. He can use his wings when he wants to come flying through the air and spur me, but he can't figure out how to use them to get out of there. So I'll come along and get this with the garden cart later when we get that done. We've got to spend a day and go along and get all the piles of deadfall that we want to burn, but meanwhile I'm going to go burn some stuff now. Look at Ruby and the babies. They're not sort of staying in a bunch as much. Well, they are now because I'm talking, but there's one actually under the little ramp there. You can see I'm using that for shade. Isn't that cute? I didn't get video last night, but they did all with this camera. Or no, I did get video with this camera. They were all crammed in to the box again last night with Mama, and it was just so funny because they really can't fit. They're just too big. And she's back in the tire with a bunch of them, having a bath. They're loving that. We need to get some more sand for that thing. Chris has got the sprinkler on the potatoes. I don't think I showed the potatoes yet, but there are potatoes popping up everywhere. And that's another thing we meant to get done yesterday. Was adding more straw to this because there shouldn't be grass coming up through there, and there is everywhere. But of course the devil chickens had to go in there. I went through and checked all of the little evergreen trees at the front and everything, and I am just shocked once you're up close to them. Some of them are almost waist high on me. And you can see from here, when you stand back, you can see where everything's coming up in the garden, and you literally can see a change every single day. It's just amazing. So we're gonna have a lot more tomatoes this year. The spinach is all coming up, which didn't come up last year. Don't ask me why. We'll have onions. We didn't get any onions because the devil chickens went along and were plucking them out of the ground. Along with the garlic, things that you're not supposed to feed chickens apparently, but they don't have any problem plucking out of them out of the ground. So you can see a difference here every single day. It's just amazing. Look at that flag. I really need to go make my fire and get some stuff burned because it's just piling up everywhere. What are you doing, Ruby? Is that nice and cool? Except when you have 10 babies piling on top of you? Well, that's a couple of big things done today. Chris, we're hearing some thunder, so Chris has gone out back to try and level up that truss, I think, and start getting the strapping done. Having this moved is a huge deal for us, and of course we're going to burn all those yucky skids. So Chris has asked me to kindly not burn the barn down while I'm at it. He knows what I'm like when I start lighting fires. I tend to like fires, you know, about the size of the barn. So I'll have to do a little bit at a time. I guess I'll just leave you alone, sweetie. Your egg's sticking out again. Here, let's put this one under your wing, maybe. Can it fit under your wing? Oh, you got them under your wings there, too. Here, let me tuck it under that wing. Is that okay? You gotta come forward a little bit. There you go. You know, don't you, sweetie? Yes. I can hear the babies running. Anyway, let's go check on Christopher and see what he's up to. Earlier today, I thought he was out here working, but he was in the hammock again. So I gotta check on these guys. So I checked online today. We were curious. At 5 weeks, they can start on grower feed. No, I don't think so, Rusty. Come on, out you go. Out you go. No, out you go. Come on. I didn't close the gate properly. They'll be coming out soon. So I checked and we can put them on grower feed. This is layer feed, so that's for the laying hens. And the grower, they can start having now because they're just about 5 weeks old. Look at all you ugly babies. Oh my goodness, you're ugly. That one is huge, the one standing on the tire. Holy smokes. And I think that one, it's odd because that smallest one over there looks like a rooster to me. He's got the pinkest comb. And this one here, maybe one of them. That one, you can't hardly see a comb. This one, you can see it's quite red. So we might have been right. It's either 2 or 3 roosters, I think. Look at this guy. He's like, I got the bath all to myself now. I don't know if you can see in the nest. She's squawking at me. We're getting too close. So Chris has leveled up this side of the front truss. He's got to do the other side. And then he's going to tie everything together. Easy sneezy. Haha. It's beautiful and sunny out now, but we had a storm blow through. No sooner did Chris get to work on the barn, and a storm came through, rained really hard and blowing like crazy, so I closed the door here so Hazel wouldn't get blown away, but I also put Ruby in here, and she is not happy. Look at this. Not one little bit happy, are you, sweetie? Okay, I'm coming. Just let me get it open. There you go. And I had to chase the last 2 to get them in there. Well, don't be upset with me. I'm sorry. Don't be upset. I'm sorry. She slept the last 3 nights in these nesting boxes with them all piled in, so I don't know if it's maybe too poopy in the back there now or what. She does not want to sleep in there. So again, we'll have to redesign this and make it so that we can open the top. Whether we need to help a baby or something, or get a hold of one, or whether we need to clean it out. So anyway, we'll see. I doubt very much if she'll go and sleep in there again. Like I say, maybe it needs to be cleaned out and she doesn't want to go in there, whereas the nesting boxes are nice and clean. So, you're not happy, are you? You didn't want to go in there. I got her and 8 of the babies in, and then I had to chase the last 2 to try and catch them and put them in there with her. Little squawkers. They stop squawking when they realize you're putting them in with Mama. Yes, you were not happy, were you, sweetie? Are you not speaking now? Are you not speaking? Are you not happy? Trying to get a look at these guys' combs. That one, on the perch there, I think might be a male. See how big his comb is compared to the other ones? This one you can barely even see that it has a comb. I'm sure hoping we're right. And there's only 2 roosters. See if I can look at their combs closer. Yeah, that one there behind her, and this one I think are roosters. Fingers crossed, there's only 2. We don't need too many roosters, do we, Ruby? How about you, sweetie? Your eggs are still poking out the front. You need to come in a little bit. Half her bum's hanging out the back of the nest, I don't know why. Yeah, you're a little slow on the uptake, I think. Yeah, are they warm? Yeah, they're warm. Maybe you're smarter than me. That could be. Maybe you actually know more about hatching chicks than I do. What do you think? What do you think? It's so hard to believe. I mean, the first thing I had to do was go get the hose turned on, put the fire out because it was blowing like absolute crazy. Get that poor chicken out there that's injured covered up. Tie down the chicken tractor. Get the door closed up that Hazel is in. Oh my goodness. These storms are just crazy. You can hear the woodpeckers back out there working on the barn. Not sure if I want to light another fire. It's still a little bit breezy. I think I'll wait till one of those dead times. What do you think, Betty? I know you're Betty. I can hear my little dog screeching. I just let her out, but she's gotta come out again, I guess. Do you need to come out, sweetie? She doesn't like being around the chickens, but she must have to go. What do you think? Betty follows me sometimes the way Hazel follows Chris. Yes. She's the only one with black on her beak. That's how I know she's Betty. Yes. Poor Betty needs her wings covered up, but Rusty attacks her if she wears a cape. Yeah. Not sure. Betty and this one here. That one is the one I put the little chicken apron on and they all attacked her. That was upsetting. I was downloading a video and Chris came to the door, said he needs his donkey. So, gotta go pull on the rope. Get that truss ready, I guess, or in the right spot. You guys are seriously nosy neighbors. Really. So we took the one board that was bracing off this side, and we're going to take that one off. It's just holding these trusses from coming this way. We need them to come this way another ½ inch or something. So Chris is just putting another lookout up right now. We've gotten these strapped over to about the middle and set right there. When you look up, it looks nice and straight. When you go to each one, this is the one that's really twisted, but the measurements in between them are set now, which they weren't. They were all screwed with the strapping and not set. So that's kind of what Chris is redoing now. So he's got done to there, and then he'll have to move the scaffolding, come do this half, and then this half of the roof will be done, and then we have to move the scaffolding to the other side. After all that's done, he can put the 1 foot lookouts on that end. You can see where the strapping is a little bit longer than 2x4. That's because the fascia will go along there. Oh, the mosquitoes are starting to swarm. Getting this all locked together is a lot of work. Now looking from this direction, you can see how even the squares look and how they're spaced. That's the way it's supposed to be. Ruby's all happy. She's back outside. She did not like it being put back in that little pen. And look at these long-legged babies. The roosters have bigger legs too, and I think that one right there is a rooster.
I don't like objects like this.
No. What's the matter, Ruby? Aren't you ridiculous? Ruby gets a handful of clover and he comes running. Go get your own clover. You got 5 acres. Go on, take your girls and go get your own clover. We just did a little backdoor check on the inspector. She looks okay. So, Ruby and her ugly little babies.
Trying to get that clover down.
Yeah.